Good morning everyone. Today we are going to do vocabulary junction of poem The Coming of Spring. So here there are many devices that is used in the poem. For example, similes, metaphor that we have done in earlier chapters also. There are rhyming schemes, there are other things also that we used to make used in poem so that we can relate to it better. So there is one more device that we will be talking about today. Look at the lines from the poem. Oh, the sunshine told the bluebird that the dandelions were peeping. So sunshine word, as you can see, told, sunshine told. So sunshine is an unanimated word here, whereas told is a human character. So it is given to a human character is given to an unanimated object. Okay, here dandelions is the name of a flower. Were peeping, peeping means looking secretly. So looking secretly is a human trait and it is given to dandelions. Okay, so here as you can see that the human character are given to the animals, birds or inanimate objects. Okay, so we know that sunshine and dandelions are inanimate objects, but the poet has given human qualities to them. Sunshine told the bluebirds. So it is human character that is given to the sunshine told, whereas dandelions given the human character as peeping, peeping. So personification, this is called personification. This is all are the example of personification. Personification is a literary device in which human characteristics or attributes are given to animal, bird or objects. Okay, so these human characters have been given to animals, birds or objects so that we can relate to it much better. These characters could be emotions, it can be human emotions, it can be gestures, it can be thoughts or action. All these things can be given to animal, birds or objects so that we can relate to it better, so that it became beautiful. Writer used this technique to help readers understand the thoughts of an animal or an inanimate object. We as human being can relate better. Okay, so this technique is used to just to make the understanding better of the reader. Okay, so human being can relate better to their own emotions. So if inanimate objects get this personified, if inanimate objects get the human emotion, so what will happen? We will be able to understand it in much better way. So hence we gain better understanding of the written piece. So there are few more instances. So these lines were also taken from the poem. So there are few more instances of personification in the poem. Can you find out them? So we can find it down. So as you can see, oh the sunshine told the bluebird. Again the same line is given. Sunshine is a unanimated object, whereas told is a human character. And the bluebird told the brook. So bluebird is a bird's name and told is a human character. That the dandelions were peeping. So dandelion is a flower name and peeping is the human character. So like this there are many personifications, many times personification is used in this poem. So you have to find out all the examples of personification in this poem. Now let us come to the question. Read this sentence and answer the question that follow. The sun beat down on us while we were swimming. So sun beat down. So beating down is a human character. It is given to sun. So what is being personified here? The sun is being personified here. And what human trait is given to personified objects? So beating down. The human trait of beating down is given to the sun. Now the next is the dusty book cried for attention. So crying is a human trait, as you know, and it is given to the dusty book. So the dusty book is being personified and the character that is given, the human trait of crying, is given to the dusty book. Okay, so this one I have given you homework. I think that the chocolate pastry is calling out my name. So you have to find out firstly what is being personified and what human trait is given to the personified object. Now come on phonic junction please. Look at these lines from the poem. And the bluebird told the brook, soon the river told the meadow. The pair of letter OO can be pronounced in two different ways. It can be either be pronounced as a short U or to the word brook as a long U. Okay, sorry, short U as in the word brook or as a long U as in the word soon. Okay, so there are some example given here. Foot, took, cook, hook, would, look. As you can see, there is very short sound of oo, whereas long oo is long oo sound. Here oo sound is given. Long oo sound is food, tool, cool, fool, pool, loop. So here in this first question, now read this sentences, circle the oo sound, circle the oo word that have short oo, and underline the double O words that have the looking oo sound, u sound. Okay, looking o sound. I did not wear the right boots to school. So as you can see, boots is given, boots. So boots and school is having double O. So boots, double big O, right? Big sound, long O. And school also long O. So that's why we have underlined. Now crook, shook, and hooked. So here the crook shook his head and pulled down his hood. So crook, shook, and hood is a short oo sound. Here I thought I saw someone flying on the bathroom stick. It was spooky. So now what happened? He said that here the word is with double O is broomstick and spooky. Broomstick, long oo. Spooky, long oo. Okay, my tooth hurts. Tooth. Let me have some mushroom soup. Again, mushroom. Please pass me the spoon. Tooth, tooth, spoon, mushroom, longu. Manju told Radha that she looked good. So she looked good. So as you can see, looked good, short oo. The cook stood in the corner. Cook stood again. Both are having double O words, but these are having short oo sounds. Now grammar junction. Here look at these lines from the poem. Yet as it ran to tell the river, as it flew to tell the flower. To tell, explain why the brook, the bee ran. Okay, this is the reason why they are running. Tell is a verb. We often use to in front of verb. Okay, when we talk about a plan or a wish or a reason, so we use the word to. So to plus verb is the form of infinitive form of the verb. So when you want, there are three types of infinitives: wish, reason, plan. I want to write a novel. Here we are wishing that I want to write a novel. Want. Okay. I was called by the teacher to sing the prayer. So why he was called? Given reason that he has to sing to the prayer. So that's why the reason. I am going to swim in all the evening. So it's a plan. Okay. He is planning that he will go to the swimming. Now identify and underline able to infinitives in each of the sentence. State whether it is talking about a reason, plan, or a wish. Now my friend is coming over to my house to complete our project. To complete is infinitive, and to complete, here we are reasoning why he is coming to this his house, because they have to complete their work. So that's why this type is reason. Now next one is, I am wearing a sweater to keep myself warm. So why he is wearing the sweater? To keep is the infinitive, and why he is wearing the sweater? To keep himself warm. So that's why reason. Now I am going to my grandma's place to meet all my cousins. So this is a plan. Why? Where he is planning to go to the grandma's house to meet all his cousins. So this is a plan. To meet is infinitive verb. Sheena told her mom that she wanted to go to Pizza Point for lunch. So she wants to wish. It's her wish to go to Pizza Point for lunch. So to go. As you can see, infinitive verbs are all having to in front of it. They made sandwich to take to the movie theater. So that's a plan. So they have made sandwiches so that they can eat it in the movie. So to take is a plan. Now fill in the blanks with the appropriate verbs from the box. Use the verb in the simple present tense or in infinitive form. Now here you must dash the assignment tomorrow. So it can be simple present, it can be infinitive form also. So submit, to submit, you must to submit नहीं होगा, you must submit the assignment tomorrow. Next is you have climb. अगर मैं लिखती हूँ you have climb a hill, so it will be incomplete. So we have to use to here. You have to you have to climb uphill to see the entire city. You can go. So here we have go to the market. To go नहीं होगा, you can to go नहीं होगा, you can go to the market in the evening. Next is Manav had to meet or to visit his old friend in Delhi. Then we have we should buy gifts for everyone. Okay, to buy new. We will not write to. My mom had to cook for dozen guests. Okay, because to cook. my mom had cook होगा तो it will be wrong, so to cook होगा. So half yearly reader syllabus we have completed. Okay, so by tomorrow we are going to start with our grammar portion. Okay students, I hope all these chapters are clear to everyone. So this part and this part I am going to give you homework. This part and this part I am going to give you homework. Okay students, bye bye, have a good day.